In the world of social media, everyone is a trader. But is it even true? Did you know that young traders who are under 30 are making the most losses when it comes to intraday trading? Did you know that even experienced traders are finding it hard to make profits? Well, believe it or not, this is the reality of intraday trading. As per Sebi's latest study, findings say that 71% of retail traders in the intraday equity segment incurred losses during FY23, up from 65% in FY19 and 69% in FY2022. The percentage of loss makers for below 30 traders was higher, 76% in FY23 as compared to other age groups. The proportion of loss makers increased to 80% among very frequent traders. In FY23, 76% of individual traders with an annual intraday turnover exceeding 1 crore rupees were loss makers. Individual traders with an annual turnover of more than 1 crore rupees incurred an average loss of 34,977 rupees during FY23. Among this group, the average profit for profit makers was 89,172 rupees, while the average loss for loss makers was 74,575. The study also notes that loss makers typically engaged in more trades than profit makers. The survey sampled individual clients of the top 10 stockbrokers, covering around 86% of the individual client base in the equity cash segment during FY 2022 to 2023. Now let us also take a look at some key findings from the study that might shock you. Around 1 in 3 individuals who trade in equity cash segment trades intraday. The number of individuals trading intraday in the equity cash segment has increased from around 15 lakh in FY19 to 69 lakh in FY23, which is a 4.6-fold increase. This surge in participation has been associated with rise in traders with low turnover, traders who trade less frequently, young traders and traders from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Even experienced traders struggled, with 54% of those having 3 years of experience incurring losses in FY23. Share of very small traders, that is annual intraday turnover less than 50,000 rupees, increased to 56% in FY23 from 27% in FY19. The bottom 78% traders by intraday turnover accounted for less than 1% of the total intraday turnover of all individual traders in FY23. On the other hand, top 6% traders accounted for more than 90% of the turnover. The share of young intraday traders, which is age less than 30 years, has grown to 48% in FY 2022-23 as compared to 18% in FY 2018-2019. Proportion of female traders by intraday traders count declined to 16% in FY23 from 20% in FY19. During FY23, male traders with annual intraday turnover of over 1 crore rupees incurred an average loss of 38,570 rupees as compared to average loss of 22,153 rupees incurred by female traders. The proportion of profit makers among group of female traders was higher as compared to group of male traders across all the 3 years. Group of married traders had lower proportion of loss makers than single traders across years, that is FY19, FY2022 and FY23. Sebi's intent with this study is to raise awareness about the risks involved in intraday trading in the equity cash segment. A similar exercise last year found out that 9 out of 10 retail traders in the F&O segment were making losses. Well, I guess this gives a clear picture of how trading is shown as a path to the 1% club on the social media, but the reality is much more different. Well, that is all for today. Stay tuned to ET Markets for more.